Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk. And today I'm really excited. We're going to start a new platform, a new segment of Wine Library TV, and it's called Wines of the World. I'm getting so many emails, so many comments, which thank you by the way, it's really exciting, that are asking for so many different things that I'm not sure if I did an episode from now to the end of my career I'd be able to fit in everything. So I was brainstorming and trying to come up with a concept that would allow me to fit a lot of things in at once and also give me a chance to taste things that I need to taste, kind of, kill two birds with one stone. So I've created this segment called Wines of the World. And what we'll be doing is we'll be tasting 2 or 3 or 4 wines from different parts of the world, and I'll also be rating them, which I'm getting a lot of questions for and people asking me to rate the wines on video. And I'll also talk about today and a little bit every time in case you miss other episodes of how I rate them and why I rate them and what my perception of the 100-point scale is. And again, you'll probably find this ironic. I'm not the biggest fan of the 100-point scale. I think the tasting notes are more important, but it is a reference point. It is quick, and in this age of speed, it does give people a reference point and kind of a comfort zone and gives them a feel. So we do use it, and I do use it. Other than that, before I get into the wines, I once again have to just thank everybody. I'm getting 20, 30 emails a day at least at this point, even when there aren't videos, and a lot of people are forwarding them to friends and family. I'm getting a lot of new emails from people who've never heard of the store, have seen the store. So it's very flattering, and I'm just really humbled, and I appreciate it. So, without further ado, let's get into the wines. Again, we're going to always focus on a mishmash, a potpourri of different things. We got the Willi Haag 2004 Riesling Jufer Cabinet. Now, German wines are going to have to be a segment all by themselves. I mean, the misperception and the unknown factor of what Rieslings are is quite interesting to me. Again, this wine is from the Moselle, and a lot of people don't even know the regions of Germany. They think all are sweet, all are dry. A lot of confusion. So we will be doing an in-depth German video in the next couple of weeks. So, Willi Haag 04, great Riesling, a cabinet, which is a classification that the Germans use for their wine areas, which is the entry level, a little bit above the entry level. Moselle is an amazing wine growing area, one of the classic, well-known areas in all of Germany. What I love about Rieslings is they have these really great citrus nose. Nice acid level, great apricot and pear flavor. I would call this semi-sweet. This is not completely sweet, but it has hints of sweetness. It reminds me, think of the sweetness on a Prosecco. If you've ever had one of those, again, if you don't know what that is, it's a sparkling wine from Italy. But it's got a 8.5% alcohol level, so it's not high. This is a really easy drinking wine for this summer. I like this wine quite a bit. What I look for in German Rieslings is acidity-fruit balance. And what do I mean by that? Enough fruit that it's interesting, enough acidity that it's not fruit juice, and a balance between those two. Finish is important, what flavors are showing, completeness. This has it all. Willi Haag is a tremendous producer. Apple and pear, really nice. I would rate this an 89. So, quickly jumping into that. 100-point scale. Anything rated, in theory, under a 80 is an undrinkable wine. 80 to 85 are wines that I consider drinkable, but are flawed in some shape or form. Just aren't good at some level. Drinkable, but just too acidic, or off balance, or too dry, or bitter, or not any fruit flavors. 85 to 89 are really great wines. Really well made, solid, good wines. Usually I consider those wines a little overpriced for what they are, but I tend to score wines 85 to 89 if I think they're very good and are well made, but just not profound, or something that I would consider that I would drink every night. Again, so that's where this gets an 89. If it was just a little bit more acidic, which is what I like, a little bit more interesting is what I feel, then I would probably jump it to a 90. And again, I believe this wine has a 90 from Spectator Parker or something like that. 90 to 92 is pretty much in the same range for me. A 92 to a 90, the difference might be a little bit more weight, but these are great wines I drink every night. 93 to 95 are world-class wines. Wines that are probably something you want to put away, but are just way up there. Just a stronger level, a more complete version of a 90 to 92. And a 95 to 98 is, as good as any wine I've ever had. Silky, smooth, complete flavors. And then 99 or 100 are just pretty much the best wines I've ever had. So I've spent a little more time on that than I wanted to, but I need to jump that in. This is a very interesting wine. Scala Day Priorat Blanc. Again, this is a 2004. This is made from 100% Grenache. It's a Grenache Blanc. The same grape that you see in the reds that make Chateauneuf de Pape. And again, this reminds me in the past of a Chateauneuf de Pape Blanc. Now, wow. What a golden color. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. I'm trying to see if this works. You've got to check this out. This is almost yellow. It's really quite stunning. What a great color. Almost looks like it's, shot because it's so golden in color. Really interesting nose. A lot of honey, a little bit of a mango flavor, but really more mineral flavors than fruit. I get a hint of mango, but mainly I smell stone that I like to refer to, that concrete, that cold mineral nose. Very acidic, very interesting. A little oily on the mouthfeel, a little olive oil. A little bit of apricot. A lot of heat. 14% alcohol white, which is high. Good acidity. It's very young. It's an 04. This would be a very difficult wine for most of my viewers to drink now. It's young and it's very complex. As a matter of fact, I'm even struggling with it to drink just like this. I think with a really interesting roast or a lamb with a lot of spice, a lot of pepper, maybe spicy chicken wings if you're doing casual, something that's really heavy and intense on the palate, this would be amazing because the acidity and the complexity would cut right through that. It's a nice wine. I would go with a 90-point score for this wine. Again, it's a very complete wine. It's really well made, but it's way out there. I would be very careful recommending this wine to most customers. And the lone red wine for today. Renard 2001 Unti Vineyard Syrah. One of my favorite wineries from California. This just came in and I've been dying to try it since I haven't had it in a long time. So I definitely had to include that today. It's from the Unti Vineyard, which is a very interesting vineyard in the Dry Creek Valley of California, which reminds me of the Rhone region. They're very Rhone in style. Renard is a wild little winery, all single vineyard wines. Really interesting Syrah, a lot of Syrahs, a lot of Meritage, some interesting whites. Just a very kooky, cool kind of winery. Heaven. What a great nose. Black cherry, grape flavored nerd candy. If you ever remember those nerds in those little packets, a lot of beads, kind of reminds me of that. It's got the real grapey, the ice pop, the orange or the red or the purple. This is the purple, no doubt about it. Really cool. This is awesome. This is a great wine. As I was tasting that, I noticed on the back label that the note for the wine is, the nose suggests leathery jasmine, white pepper, violets, and blah, blah, blah. Isn't wine just to enjoy? Enjoy it. They're simple. They get it. Renard gets it. And they get it not only in the mentality of what wine's about, but in the quality. This is excellent. And well priced for Syrah out of California. Not that juicy fruit bomb that you get out of Australia a lot of times, but more complete, very drinkable. Got caught a little bit there. Excellent. This is a great wine. I'll be popping the cork in and finishing it tonight. Let's go 92 points on it. Yeah, 91. I got a little excited. So, 91, 90, and 89. I promise you it's not going to be that simple every time. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm looking for ideas. You know, I've got a lot of things lined up, but if you want to see something on Wine Library TV, I will do it. Just email me. We'll see you next time. WineLibrary.com.